330,000 plus. That is the number of Black women who have lost their jobs in the past year alone. 330,000 plus Black women. And I just need to stop and say that if you are one of those Black women, then this video is for you. Because here's what nobody is really talking about. It's not just the income or the benefits or the stability, though all of that matters deeply, sincerely, genuinely, and truly. But part of it is identity. How many of us, especially as Black women, we have worked so hard to build a thing, a title, a career, a way of walking into a room and knowing exactly who we are and what we bring. And when that gets taken, whether by layoffs or restructuring or anti-DEI or whatever corporate word they use, what gets taken with it is our answer to the question, who am I? And that is a grief that nobody is naming. That is a grief that nobody is checking on you about who you believe that you are now that the job is no longer there. So I want to say it out loud to all of the sisters in the 330 plus thousand. What you are feeling is real. The disorientation is real. The loss is real. The questioning of self is real. You are a woman in transition, whether by choice or by force. In transition is one of the hardest things for us to actually move through. We are no longer where we were. We aren't yet where we're going to be. What is this middle ground? That's hard. And if this is where you are, I understand. And I understand when you feel too afraid to hope. What do you do when the people around you are encouraging you to just believe or keep the faith, but your reservoir of hope has run empty? I understand that it is easy to lose hope when today feels like yesterday and you dread tomorrow because you believe it'll feel just like today. Hope can easily turn to hurt when you feel stuck or stagnant in a reality you cannot change and your heart or your spirit feel battle weary. And so therefore, sis, I have no desire to coerce you into a feigned happiness. If you're angry, be angry. It's okay to not always be okay. That is the duality of emotions, which means you are able to hold a multitude of feelings about the same situation or circumstance simultaneously. You can equally feel hope that things will get better eventually and still feel despair that they are not better right now. I think sometimes we believe that the despair that we feel is canceling out the hope that we had or we have. It is not. I think often we feel or believe that if God catches us being frustrated, that he will doubt our faith and that will prolong our wait even further. He will not. He is a big God. He can handle all of how you feel, sis. So feel. And first, I want to say that I want to align myself with you. I want to align my prayers with yours. Whatever it is that you are standing in faith that God will do for you in this moment, I want to align my prayers. The Bible says that where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he is there with us. So then count me as your second or your third or your fourth or your fifth, but know that I am in that number. And then second, I want you to sit with this one question. And I'm hoping that this question provides a bit of a perspective shift that might give you a little bit of wiggle room to feel just a little bit differently. It may not make you feel better, but I'm hoping that it shifts your perspective in a way that enables you to feel differently, different than you're currently feeling. But first, who am I? Hello, all. If you are new to me, my name is Dr. Sherelle MacArthur, otherwise and better known as Dr. Mac. I am an associate professor, an educational researcher, an author, a speaker, a wellness and life coach to Black women, and a mommy. And like you, I am in transition. Like you, I have fallen victim of aligning my identity of self with the titles that I carry, like associate professor, speaker, researcher, wellness coach, and mommy. That's what I do. But who am I outside of the titles that I fill and the roles that I play? Now, it's easy to discount ourselves when we consistently believe that others are doing it, or we're not being called back for jobs we're applying for, or are overly qualified for, or we're not being presented with the kinds of opportunities that we want. But our value is not and has never been tied to what others see in us. It is about who we know that we are. So that's the question I'd love for you to sit with, sis. Who are you outside of what you do? My hope is that your answer to that question is the beginning of your coming back to yourself. Because you aren't your title, sis. None of you are. None of us are. None of us ever were. And in this season, as painful and as disorienting as it is, the transition is still part of your becoming. This transitional space is still part of our becoming. So I need you to know that I see you, sis. I align my prayers with yours. I love you.